Hello, my name is Michael Ramos, and I have been in the real estate world for, well, my entire life. My family and I have done it all and seen more from real estate sales, construction, and property inspections. And in all this time, what fascinates me the most about this industry are the people and how they changed their dreams into realty success.
This program is brought to you by City Home Inspectors, your one-stop shop for all your home inspection needs.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of From Dreams to Realty Success, where we share inspiring stories of the top achievers in the real estate industry. Today we have Cayla Toney. Cayla Toney is a licensed realtor with Redfin and has only been licensed for 1 year. And in that 1 year, she was able to, during the pandemic, she got licensed. And in that 1 year, she was able to produce over 20 sales, which is amazing for any first-time agent. But yeah, this is Cayla. Cayla, thank you so much for tuning in, for being able to come in. It really does mean a lot. I know your time is crazy right now with how everything is going, so it does mean a lot for you guys to take at least a little bit of time to talk to me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it.
And I'm not wrong. I don't think we've ever met in person.
No, especially during pandemic, this last year and a half, 2 years has been, I haven't even, disclaimer, have not even attended a closing because of the pandemic. So I don't meet too many people.
No, it's just, because with City Home Inspectors, we do some of your inspections, and I've talked to you on the phone.
You guys do all my inspections, all of them.
Yeah, we do all your inspections. I've talked to you on the phone for probably the entire pandemic, but this is so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So we'll just jump right in. So what were you doing before you came into the real estate world?
Prior to being in real estate, I was a travel agent. So of course, when travel got disrupted because of COVID, I was unemployed for a few months and basically just enjoying the time with my son. And but prior, all my experience prior to that is literally customer service based. In the airline industry. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Traveling, booking. So.
And then did that, what if anything from that job helped you with your real estate career?
Since it is mainly customer service based, that literally helps me with my customer service skills, like understanding the consumer's needs and being able to provide a service that they would, love and refer and enjoy. That basically helps my business as well, because some of the transactions moving forward this year are referrals from people of mine, over the last year. So I'm very happy that I have the quality to be able to speak to people in a way where they feel comfortable, get all the knowledge they need and, be able to want to see me. And, some of my clients actually became my friends, planning trips and all type of stuff. So, yeah. Because
the pandemic and because of lack of work is what made you take the course, or did you already take have the love for it, or you had it?
I'm from California, right? So I've been in Chicago for about 10 years. My dad is a real estate broker in California, Southern California. So he's been a realtor since I was probably 5 years old. And he's always, we always used to go to showings with him. We'll sit in the car during inspections and all that stuff. So I've been around it the majority of my life. And I've always wanted to get into real estate, but I just felt like time was not of the essence, especially being a mom and, at the time, a wife and all that. And I was so comfortable in my job. But when the pandemic hit, it was kind of like a blessing. I was able to do the things I've never had time to do. I got my license, learning sign language, just utilizing the time I'm enrolled back in school as well. Because also the pandemic helped me understand, you always have to have a plan B, right? So I'm going to school right now for nursing, finishing up that degree.
Wow, selling homes and saving lives, huh? That's what you're trying to do?
All day. Every day. It's my life.
you're putting a lot on that plate. So sign language, huh? What made you want to learn sign language?
My sister's hearing impaired, so like she reads lips. So I really never had to use sign language unless we were around her, like teachers and friends and everybody. Um, but as I get older, like especially me going to school for nursing, I was like, it's a good, everyone knows Spanish and English. Like, not too many people know sign language. So I feel like that long term will, put me a little bit above when it's time for me to find a job in the nursing field. So,
How long did it take you to get your license?
I think like I had to do the classes. I only did night classes like 3 or 4 times a week for like 4 hours, and it probably took like 6 weeks, I want to say.
So in 6 weeks, you took the course, got licensed right away, didn't waste any time.
Took the course, passed the school, because you got to pass the school, and then you have to go, to the IDFPR to take the test. And, everyone makes you so nervous. They're like, oh, it's okay if you don't pass the first time. Like, it's a hard test, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, ooh, because, I'm not a good test taker. But I passed the first time around, so that was awesome.
So you got the test right. You got it done your first try, and then you decided to go with Redfin. What was the major decision to go there?
Okay, so initially I was working for Fulton Grace. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I was working there, but like I said prior, like I'm not from Chicago, so a lot of the stuff that we learn in the class, the real estate class, is that use your sphere. Use the people that you know. Like, I just turned 30. So everybody, like, kind of in my age group may be on the verge of purchasing homes. Well, I just turned 31. So a lot of my friends are around 30, right? So I didn't have a sphere. It was hard trying to deal with people, that as well, because sometimes they'll just take advantage of your time. So when I heard about Redfin, actually my ex-sister-in-law, she works there for like an administration position. She's like, oh yeah, they're hiring, da da da. So, it's a good way to build leads, good way to learn the business, because, I literally became a pro within the first like 2-3 months of me working there, because you just have such a vast amount of people that you get in contact with that are in different scenarios. Like, one person can just be looking for a condo. And then with the condo, you learn about home associations and what they cover and what they don't cover. And, that transition there. And then you do single family homes and, multi-units, investment properties. Like, you literally learn so much so quickly. It's like, it's the best thing in my opinion. Especially for a newer agent, like someone who's not really striving by themselves, because at the same time it's very expensive to be a realtor, right? Like, you got to pay all these fees, you got to pay to hang your license, you got to pay your own health insurance, and 401ks, like that's not offered as a traditional agent. And you don't get paid as much as a traditional agent, but you have so many more resources that you would have being by yourself. So, especially being new to the business. So it has literally, like, I think it's the best decision.
They were able to just like flood business your way, basically. Redfin had a wide pool that they just bring to you.
It becomes a little overwhelming, especially in the beginning. Like, you're getting all these people, like you're meeting like 10-15 people a week, trying to get their all individual needs. And a lot of the times they're not ready. They're first time home buyers. This is the first house they've seen, and trying to build that rapport, and, but it's I'm getting better at it. I'm still so much customer service based that I need to realize, like, I am a salesman at the same time. So I just need to put that hat on a little bit harder, I guess. So.
Yeah, I took the time to read some of your reviews on your account.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. And then one thing that I saw a lot was this. I have it written down right here. That I saw it in a couple different ones, that you're very resourceful. knowledgeable and you're tentative. So a lot of your customers feel like your communication skills are just off the charts, and you're very responsive, and that's really good because there are some people that don't answer the phones. And but yeah, yeah, because I just took the time. I want to do a little bit of research. So I was like, wow, yeah, your reviews are outstanding.
And it's amazing too because I don't ask anybody to do reviews. Like sometimes I get like so shocked because like we'll close on a transaction, but they'll do the review a couple weeks later, and then you see it and you be like, oh man, like I just thought that of me. So sweet.
So from there, I wanted to ask you, what was your secret to get so many sales done in your first year? I mean, to over 20 sales in your first year is kind of hard to do. What were some of your tricks that helped you pull that off?
I believe like consistency is key, like making sure checking in on the people that especially that are like actively looking or who are already pre-approved, who are like already, in the mentality of wanting to be homeowners, right? So it's that was just the key for me. It's just to make sure that I not just focus, but give a little bit more attention to the ones that I know were serious, super serious. Because of course I want to help everybody, but if people have bad credit and can't get a loan, what I'm saying, and don't have cash, like I'm gonna give them the resources they need to put them in a better position. But stuff like that takes months. So yeah.
So Redfin doesn't do like the clientele that they give you, they don't like have them get a pre-approval first. They just give you a fresh lead, and then you got to try to get them to do that portion.
Yeah, like I literally, like, from start to finish, a lot of the people, probably about 95% of the people that I meet, is usually the first time they see the house, and they don't have any idea how the home buying process is. And basically just giving them steps by steps, like just, helping them understand exactly what's going on. But I try to take over this so they're not as stressed. Like they don't have to go looking for a lender with good rates. I already have wonderful lenders that you can rely on. They don't have to look for inspection companies that are reliable. Guess what? I have those as well. Like lawyers, like just everything that you need, I like to provide for them. And I like to use quality people because it makes everybody's life easier. Like why work harder when you can work smarter, so that's why it's not as bad. It's not so bad. Just having people that is ready mentally is key. As long as they're ready mentally, like I'm not gonna have any issues. But sometimes if I have to, I never want to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. I'm never going to talk someone into buying a property that I don't believe is a good fit for them. It's literally like my job is to make sure they're happy and, they get what they need for the most part. So
What are the ways that help you vet your customers? Because if you're saying that they give you everything that's in your area generally, so how what are some of the ways that help you differentiate like who has the right mindset?
I just do my list of vetting questions, like, hey, how long have you guys been looking? Oh, this is our first house. Oh, that's cool. Is this the area you plan, you would love to live in? Oh yeah, here and here, will be good areas. We have children. We want to be in a good school district. And as I'm asking these questions, I'm getting knowledge from them as well. So I can be able to, if this property that we're seeing at doesn't work out, I can reach out and give you better or similar homes. And then I ask them, oh, like, have you guys been pre-approved at all? Oh, no. And if they tell me that they're trying to go to Chase, I mean, nothing wrong with them, right? Like, no, I'm not saying anything ill about bigger banks, but I'm just saying in my experience, those are the, like, Chase and Bank of America and Fifth Third Bank. Like, with those lenders, I've had bad experiences where loans fail or transactions crumble because of financing. And then we have to do the whole process over again with a different lender because they couldn't come through. So I always try to recommend like local lenders, like Guaranteed Rate is usually number one in Chicago. I'm not sure around the country, but I know for sure here in Chicago and Illinois. And then, A&N Mortgage and, Redfin Mortgage had a place as well, but they just transitioned over to Bay Equity. So I just put that in my list of recommendations. So, that's why a lot of the reviews say like everybody that I referred them to were phenomenal as well, because I want the people that I work with be able to provide their customer service in their field, like inspectors, like, hey, like, oh man, our furnace, like, how old is it, or usually how long those last. And it's great because they have that information for them. Lawyers, like, hey, like, with the taxes, are they going to go up this year? Guess what? She's going to be able to explain it. Like, I hate when people deal with people who they don't know what they're doing. Like, they don't, like, the client doesn't know what's going on. Like, they don't know. I have clients who do get pre-approved. They don't even know what kind of loan they have.
Yeah, they don't explain it to them. They just say, yeah, here it is.
Hey, yeah, you're pre-approved for, this amount of money and this is your monthly payment. Cool. But like, are you FHA approved? Are you conventional? Because that means something, especially if you're looking for like a condo or a certain type of property. Like, you have to meet some guidelines. So
my next question would be, what are some of the mistakes that you made when you were first when you first got licensed that you corrected later on?
Some of the mistakes that I've known it's also some of the things that I do well, and that's my ability to make the client feel comfortable. But sometimes they'll take that, and take advantage of me. Like, if I'm so nice to them or like laughing or trying to make it fun, they'll be like, oh, well, she's not serious, not serious, but like, oh, I can ask her to do stuff because we're friends. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, even though they don't have any like real intent sometimes to do stuff, they just want to like see it to be nosy. And a lot of people don't understand, like, being a realtor, like, it's fun. And I understand that showing properties is like 80% of the job. But sometimes I feel like they don't really care about other parties involved, like the listing agent, if they have to be at the place, the sellers who may live there that have to remove themselves, their dogs, their kids, and whatnot, just so some people can be nosy. Like, oh, I just have an interest in looking at it. I'm not sure. Like, I just want to see. Like, sometimes people don't do stuff with the intent. And yeah, like, oh, I seen this around the corner, like, I saw the sign for it and I just want to see. No, do you have any intent of doing that? Like, move with intent. Like, life's too short. Okay. If you want to buy a house, do it before the interest rates go up. That's what I've been trying to tell a lot of my clients, like, because I knew this inflation thing was going to happen, especially when the war has started. I didn't know it was going to happen as quickly, but now rates are so, like, they're like almost 2% higher than they were at the beginning of the year. And that makes a big difference for people's payments. So, like, it's kind of slowed down a little bit for me with buyers because of that. I'm hoping that will pick back up.
We'll see if it evens out. Hopefully it does. Yeah, I did have a couple people like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for the market to crash and then I'll buy. And then I'm like, if you tell me I want the market to crash, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to talk to you. Don't tell me that. That's horrible. Like, it's like, what makes you think if the market crashes that you're even gonna have a job? You know what I mean? To pay for the house.
People don't understand, like, if the market crashes, if the prices of property lower, then the interest rates are going to go higher. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be paying more money for that lower price property because of the interest. Like, people don't understand. They don't get it. But it's fine. Because, like, it sucks because as professionals, you try to, like, give them your professional opinion. And regardless if I've been only doing this a year, like, I understand the business, to a point where I'm trying to tell you something that's going to benefit you. Like, that's not going to benefit me. Like, me, I'm not buying a house. Like, I'm good. So I'm just literally trying to help you out, but everybody thinks they know everything, so it just sucks. So the thing that I need to focus on is um, letting my clients know what my expectations of them and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I wasted a lot of time trying to be cool with my clients versus you know putting more of a business end of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like if you are gonna buy a house, or if you do have the intent to do so, you need to get pre-approved. Like, there's been clients that they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it, but let's go see this house. Oh, let's see another house next week too. Oh, let's see one a month from now. Have you been pre-approved yet? Oh no, not yet. I'm gonna do it. Then we can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just wasting everybody's time, because I feel like if you're not showing me that you're serious about it, why do I have to keep, time?
Right, and then that's gonna let them know if they can get a house or not.
Afford the house. Yeah, like you're looking at these $500,000 houses. Are you sure you could afford it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful house with a heated pool. Are you? But you need a condo in the city. Like,
It's just you. Like, why do you need a 5-bedroom house with 3 bathrooms and a large yard? And you don't have any dogs. You don't have any employees that have any children. Like, you, for what? I mean, people want what they want, but they can't afford what they want. Like, I would love to live in a 5-bedroom house, 2.5 bathrooms, and, you know, marble floors or something. Like, but I live in a 3-bedroom condo. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can't do it.
getting that pre-approval will definitely humble you. So go there, get it done. Like that way exactly what. Because yeah, like you were saying, because I know, because I grew up in the real estate game too. My mom was been a realtor my whole life, so I was just like you, going in the car with mom, and while she was doing the showings.
Every Sunday he comes with me. Yeah.
I always say that there was like me and my sister, we used to play a game whenever we went to the showings with my mom. We would try to come up with a backstory for the family, like, looking at everything, like, okay, they have kids and the dad was in the army. We're smelling the carpets like they're smokers, like, figuring it all out. So that was, it's funny that you also had that.
And I'm really doing that with my son now too, because he comes with me. Me and my child's father were separated, so now I'm doing the whole single mom thing. And sometimes I don't have too much family out here. The family that I do have are like all the way in Oak Park, and the majority of my business is here in North Park. So I don't want to drive almost 40 minutes one way to come all the way back to do a few showings. A lot of times I just take him with me, and he becomes a pro too. Like, he'll go in the basement and be like, Mama, look at the basement. Like, a lot of your employees know my son, so because he comes with me on inspection. So it's just like some stuff that you have to sacrifice in order to like be able to provide. So my sanity is one of them.
And that's the thing. So like, when people come and they're not pre-approved and they're having you check all these houses and they can't even afford it, like, this is, time that, you have to take your son out to go and help them do these things. And instead of spending quality time with him, you're working, and your time is very valuable.
Yes, absolutely. Yesterday was that example. Like, you have me come to this inspection on a house that you weren't really sure that you wanted to be in, and I could have been doing something with my son. Like, I just don't like, I mean, I know you're not supposed to bring your kid to work and all, but even if he was at home or in a different area, like, I could be doing something else benefiting me, not just doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You could have been on this podcast.
I know, I could have.
Yeah.
'Cause we've been prolonging this for a while.
I always say, like, I know you guys are super busy, and then especially now with how everything's been going on, like, I'm grateful for when I can get some time with you guys. So don't worry about it. It's fine. It happens all the time. You're not the only one. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't mind it, because I get it. And that's the thing. My mom was a realtor my whole life, so I understand what your schedules are like, So I got my next one now, would be, what are some of the things that you love the most about real estate?
What I love most is about real estate is being able to have financial freedom um, over time, right? So like this is my first year in real estate. You know, the leads and everything that I'm building now, I'm sure it's gonna create longevity long term. So, you know, by the time my son's in college, like he should be already ready to go. You know, I don't really have to worry about money. And me not worrying about money is, you know, it just relieves a lot of stress, right? Um, but I really do love helping people. Like the customer service in me of wanting everybody to be happy. Like I'm kind of like a yes man because I just want everybody to be like content, especially because I feel like I'm a believer in like you meet people for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like so the experience that we have together, I always want it to be positive. Like God forbid I leave this earth, like I don't want anyone to really say anything ill of me, of my legacy, or whatever the case is. It may not be like a large financial legacy, but I do kind of want to make a little bit, a small little impact on people that I do encounter. So as long as that happens, I'm good. I'm real simple. I like to eat, travel, take care of my kid.
So yeah, that kind of goes into my next question. What are some of the things that, besides real estate, of course?
I've been working out to help relieve stress because I know like with this business, it's like a healthy stress, right? Like the stress is basically gonna do something positive for you later. Um, so I've been doing a lot of that lately. It's working out, it's going to the gym, and I love to travel. Like I absolutely love it. Like I feel like sometimes you need a refresh. And for me, my refresh starts as soon as I get on the airplane and then it's over as soon as I come back. You know what I'm saying? So like I went to Dubai for my birthday. Like it was a last minute trip, right? Like, but it worked out and it was fun. But I absolutely need to go somewhere every month.
Every month.
Yes, I absolutely do. Like even if it's like I have family. My dad's still in California, so if I go visit him for like two days or something, like that's like a mental restart, like where I don't have to worry about work or answering emails or whatever the case is, like because I literally work 7 days a week. So having a couple days of me not having any interaction with work stuff is like a blessing. Or school, because I'm in school too. That's probably another stressor. And yeah. I'm going to Puerto Rico next month, and I'm going to Cancun in June, and I'm going to Miami in July. Like, I'm not playing. Jamaica in August. But, yeah.
So what is your, like, if I say you could go one place and one place only this month, where would you go?
Probably Bali, Indonesia.
Yeah. Have you ever been, or you that's one of your, it's on your bucket list?
It's on the bucket list. You know, it takes like 24 hours to get there. So I would love to go though. I would love to do that, like for a few days and not have to work. Not with my son though.
Oh yeah, no. You leave them behind.
Like me thinking about being on a flight with him that long. Like, oh my god.
I've actually just started doing vacations. Me and my wife, my fiance, just went on vacation. We went to Vegas for a weekend, and now I'm like, we need to do this at least twice a year. Now you're saying once a month, so I need to step my game up. So
Look, see, since I worked in travel, like I know when to buy tickets, right? Like I can buy cheap tickets. Like when I went to Dubai, I only paid $200 for my ticket because I had credit card points. But even so, like the ticket was only like $600 maybe.
Yeah. So next time I want to plan a trip, I'll give you a call.
Everyone says it's so expensive to go there, but you just need to do it the right way.
Well, that is all the questions I had for you today. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and be a part of this. This is like my new baby here, so I'm glad that I'm getting support from all you guys. It makes me happy. So for this is the time I would like for you to take time, if you want to let everybody know what's the best way to contact you if they wanted to hire your services.
Instagram. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't go on my Instagram, please.
Now they're gonna go there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, If you ever need assistance or had any questions, please give me a call. My direct line is 773-349-7466. Or you can email me at my first name, Cayla.Toney at redfin.com, and I'll be happy to assist.